Welcome to the Gold Hog Flag Tour of Indiana. Going to an outing next week, but I thought I'd bring it up here to the state forest. That's where I probably spend most of my time. So I've got the flag. We're deep into the recesses of the gold country of Indiana. I'm going to try a new spot today. I've been there once, sampled it. It's on this creek. I'll show you. I've worked this creek, but this is downstream. I worked the maps. It's been on my list, and I'm going to be able to show you some just really good material today. Maybe a little gold, but here's the hog flag again. This is part one of Tour of Indiana. Take a quick look at this creek. Be heading downstream here, less than a mile in a few minutes. That's your typical beautiful creek here, and actually I'm not too far into the deep recesses of the gold country. There's my truck right here on the road, so actually this is a pretty handy creek. Oh, by the way, there's my new ride. My old 2002 Tribute started to become a money pit, so I broke down and bought a new Subaru Forester. So this is its first prospecting trip. So far, wonderful ride. All right, see you in a little bit. Get set up downstream, and again, the Gold Hog flag. Thanks, Rayzer, and thanks, Richard, for sending it from Ohio. So here we are. So we got a tiny little stream here, and there, Rayzer wants to see Gold Hog. I brought my Gold Hog pan. It'll be a little tough to use today. I'm dealing mostly with groundwater. If I get a little deeper, I'll be able to use the hog pan a little bit today. But I do use Gold Hog mat, and I have the pan. All right, what you want to notice is, look at these huge, this big rock here. And you can see right here, this is where I started sampling before. I dug a little across there, got flour gold all along, and then right back behind there I started digging that hole. Here's the plan for the day. Yeah, we got good stuff on top here, but my goal is to get way down and see what's deep in the older channel. Now we're in that older channel. This creek again is cutting right through that. That's why you've got all this rock. Here's a little tip. When you see big cobble like this sitting right on top of the creek and it's not even in, start looking along the edges of the bank, and no doubt you're cutting into old riverbed, because this little stream here didn't move this rock, at least not very far. Now it'll sort out, so about every 50 yards or so you'll get a cobble bed like this, and then the usual finer gravel here. But again, you know, you'd say, well, dig here. Yeah, and that's where I'm digging too. But in terms of the ancient gravel bed, you know, hitting gold in that, you'd be just as likely to start digging here and get underneath all this material and find the old river channel. So again, we're in the channel, but this has been deposited by this small stream, this finer gravel. But these things are just popping out of the ground, or out of the sides of the bank, and rolling and tumbling until the stream loses energy. And so you just got this, there's just iron rock here, quartz, granite, just great material here. So this is a long-term project. It's going to take me, again, we're in a state forest, so no shovels, number 2 shovels. So it's going to take a long time. So this will be a 6-month project, getting down deep in here. Then you got to hope we don't get a huge rain and it just fills up. So, but yeah, you got to deal with that. So anyhow, I'll get going and we'll take a peek at the gold as we go. I know there's gold out. Now my plan is, I'm just going to start on that back hole, just start moving forward and just take out all this top material, because I want to go deep. You know the problem with just digging straight down, you get constant cave-ins. So if you want to go deep, you need a big wide hole, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start opening this up. Okay, first scoop, first pan. We got about 4 colors in there, real small, and that's what I'm expecting, is mostly small stuff today. Hopefully get a little deeper maybe get into at least some pepper. But I'll try to show how this is going during the day. So we're just getting started. First scoop out of that bucket and see how we go. I'm going to probably just spend about 4 hours here today. It's going to get pretty hot this afternoon. But here we go. Been watching these damselflies flying up and down the creek. They're getting ready to mate. The males are jockeying for territory. So they're sitting out here displaying, and you'll see another male come up and they'll get in a big old fight. And just it's going on and on. But these are gorgeous. I see the gold hog there. I can't help but think probably learned just about everything I know, which I don't claim to be much, but off of Doc's videos, especially panning, because I do a lot of panning, and just started a couple years ago. But I remember I was so paranoid about losing gold that tried to memorize Doc's video on panning and the old rock and roll, round and round, jiggle jiggle. And I'd get confused, so I actually wrote that down and would take it out, get a piece of paper out, and follow Doc's panning advice. And now I just tear through it, but always check and make sure I'm not losing gold. I can't stand losing gold, but feel pretty confident now. But boy, it wasn't too long ago that I was just, man, it would take me 2 hours to go through a bucket of material. Now I get through it in about 20 minutes. So anyhow, here's to you, Doc. There we have a mating. The male is on the top, that iridescent blue. The female's on the bottom. You notice the male is holding the female just behind the head, and the female is reaching up under the male. His sperm package is actually up close to his thorax. You can see him. So the female is going to grab that sperm from the male. This is a real contortionist act, but it's pretty cool. I'll let them go. I'm on my third classified bucket. I almost forgot to take some pictures. This is a kind of a, that's a pretty good scoop. This is one classified scoop. There's probably about 40 to 50 colors in here. You can see the bigger ones, but up in here along the edge there is just a ton of micro gold. I just barely see it get real close, but still haven't picked up anything with any size. I mean, this is very, very small stuff, but I don't know, I might move to another spot where I know I've gotten bigger, but I don't know, see how I feel after I get done with this. I might move up the road. I'll be back to this hole. Like I said, I'm going to keep digging until hit bottom. It's going to take a while. There's a lot of pieces in here, but this kind of stuff that doesn't add up to much. Hey, well, I'm going to pull out of here. Might do a little more up the road, I'm not sure yet. At any rate, took about 10 buckets out of here. I opened up this hole some, still not anywhere near getting to the bottom. Look at that pile of rocks I've been pitching out. Look at that stuff. Some typical stuff over there. There's a nice piece of granite, iron rock everywhere in here. There's a piece of, that's pure quartz. More granite, a couple of geodes. But man, this is good looking stuff. I'm not going to get anywhere near, you know, good yield today, but I'm convinced somewhere here there is great gold. But we'll find it or not. Sampling takes a lot of work just to sample, but we'll be back here. See you later. Just finishing clean up. Not quite done. Got this pan down as far as I can go. So let's just take a quick look at what we have. So shake this down. It was hard one-handed. And so let's look here. There it is, real very small stuff. That's what I expect. Again, we're going to go a lot deeper in that area. Hopefully it'll start picking up some size, but they're probably about 200-300, anywhere from, well, virtually minus 300, 200, 100. Maybe the biggest in here would be minus 50, a couple of those. But that's it. Alright. See you next week at Cottonwood Trails outing.